Hey everyone, DJ Benji here. Welcome once again to another YouTube tutorial. Today we're going to be talking about an essential skill for all DJs, beat matching. Now you're probably wondering, what does beat matching even mean and why is it important for a DJ? But don't worry, I'm here to break it down into simple steps for you. So by the end of this video, I promise you'll be a better DJ and you'll be beat matching like a pro. So beat matching is basically like making two songs go together at the same speed. So the beats are in time. So people that are on the dance floor can't tell the transition between song A to song B. So if you imagine you're at a party, you're playing a song and you got your song lined up and you play this one. The idea of beat matching when it comes to DJing is to make a smooth transition between the two songs so you won't interrupt the people dancing on the dance floor. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, we've got the sync button. Now, sync button is really good. However, imagine this. You've been practicing all year long. You've got your tunes together. Your friend's got this important gig and he says, look, I know you're a DJ. I want you to cover for me. So you go down there. It's your first one that you're going to get paid for. And you put your USB stick in, or you plug your controller in, or whatever it is. But for some reason the songs are not analysed, you have an equipment failure and you're having to beat match by ear. This is why it's important, because sometimes, great as equipment is nowadays, it's always good to have that skill as a backup. So imagine you're at this party and you've got the music playing and you've got one person dancing super duper fast and the other one dancing super duper slow. It's not going to look right. People dance to the rhythm of the music, and that music has a code, and once you understand this code, it will make your beat matching practice so much easier. I can remember back in the day when I was practicing, we didn't have controllers, we didn't have CDJs, we didn't have beat matching equipment or anything like that. Basically, all you had was your records. There were a few books. There wasn't really the internet about, so it was really difficult to learn how to DJ. Now, if you're already a musician, you'll understand this code. But if you're not into music, I'm going to have to break it down to you, okay? So basically, each song has a tempo. Think of it as like miles per hour in your car. Faster the song, faster the tempo. And that tempo is normally referred to as BPM, beats per minute. Whereas in a car, it would be miles per hour, all right? Some songs can be super duper fast like this. And other ones can be really slow, like this. And if we tried to play those two songs together, it would obviously not work. So, what do we need to do? Right, so step one, understanding beats per minute, right? So beat matching is a bit like two cars driving along the road. And if you wanted to get the cars driving at perfect speed, they would need to be driving both at 60 mile an hour. But let's say, for example, you had one going at 50 mile an hour and one going at 60. Think about the tempo as the white lines in the road. If you want your cars to drive along in sync with the white lines in the road, if you have one car driving away super fast, the other car needs to completely speed up and then slow down. So if one car's driving at 50 mile an hour, the other one's driving at 60 mile an hour, the car that's driving at 50 mile an hour to catch up with the 60 mile an hour one needs to go at 70 mile an hour. But then what happens is it'll overtake. And then what we'd need to do is use the brakes to slow down so the 60 mile an hour car can catch up, and then they will start to go along at the same speed. So the white lines that are going along in the road will pass the cars at the same time. And that, in a nutshell, is basically beat matching. So if we think of like the speed of this record and this record like miles per hour, if we think of the miles per hour as beats per minute, if I bring my pitch control up, it will speed up the record. And if I bring the pitch control down, it slows down. the record, yeah? First of all, we need to learn how to count these little taps. And I'll show you how to do that, right? So we're going to play this song. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So when we talk about music and time signature, there are 4 beats inside a bar. And with music, it's basically a quarter note. There are 4 beats to a bar. So step 2, changing the speed of the record. So we have our tempo slider, our pitch control. And basically what that does is speeds up or slows down the record. So I've got this song here. If I change the tempo up, if I put the tempo up, you can hear that the pulse of the music is going quicker. If I put that tempo down, you can hear it's a lot slower. Now, I would encourage you, when you're DJing, to just nod your head, tap your feet, or dance along to the rhythm. I'm sitting down, so I can't show you my dancing, unfortunately. I know you'd all love to see it. And always be counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But obviously, we ain't going to do that out loud because everyone's going to think we're crazy. But that's what you need to do, okay? Anyway, moving swiftly on. So, matching the speeds of the songs. Let's say this one has a tempo of 128 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one is 130 beats per minute. They're not going to stay in time for very long. Listen to what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if this speed is 128 beats per minute and this one is 140 beats per minute, to give you an extreme case, listen to what happens. One, two, three, 4. So now I'm going to put this song to 128 beats per minute. And then I will put both the faders up and you will see that the song, the beats are running in line. Okay, so there you go. So what do you need to do? If your equipment fails, this is what you need to understand about DJing. Quite often the downbeat, the kick drum, will be on the 1 and the clap or the snare will be on the 2, right? I'll use some hip hop to show you this, yeah? Are you ready? 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. On vinyl, the reason why you see DJs going like this was we would push forward on the 1, back on the 2, forward on the 3, back on the 4, right? And if you're unsure about this, go and check out my baby scratch tutorial where you can scratch along using the baby scratch, right? So let's play this one, right? One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the first thing that you need to do. Now, obviously, my beats are out of time because this one is 98 and this is 101. So I'd be listening using the headphones, and then I would make my adjustments. So what you can do is, once you've decided and you've listened to it and you know that this kick and this snare is falling before this kick and snare, obviously this song is going faster. Because if we go back to our analogy where we was talking about cars, if a car's going faster, it will get to the finish line quicker. Yeah? So if this is going faster, I need to slow it down. So I need to put the brake on a little bit, right? So the next thing we've got on the platters, we've got the quick acceleration and we've got the brake, right? And once we listen to our song, and we cue it up, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can use the brake to slow down the record, and we can use the pitch control to make sure we're not constantly using the brake. So what we can do now is, now we've got that one there, we know this is too quick, so then what we can do is we can slow it down. So if we move our pitch control, you can see it moves the BPM. So we move it down a little bit and then we'll try that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see the fine tuning that I'm doing. If when I let the record go, this one is too slow, I need to speed it up. So I use my jog wheel to touch the accelerator to make it go slightly faster. And if it goes too fast, I'll use my brake on the platter to make it slow down, because I want the beats to go in time. And when I've got the beats in the right place, I'll just keep adjusting my pitch control so I don't have to use the brake or the accelerator so much. And now you can hear that the beats are matched in line, right? And if we look at the tempos, you can see this is 9808 and this is 9808. And obviously all this is just theory, but now you know the code, you know exactly what to practice with your beat matching. And I would suggest that you practice this with a variety of different songs. So there you go, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. That is exactly how you beat match. Hope you've enjoyed today's tutorial. I suggest that you practice very much. Please make sure you like, share and subscribe to the video if you enjoyed it and if you found it useful. And look out for my next video, which is going to be discussing the looping and the looping controls. Anyway, happy mixing, people. Thanks very much for tuning in. DJ Benji, have a nice day. Take care.